Yeah, I thought up until that point, I thought the try just before half time, if we'd have gone in 12-6, we got off to a bad start, conceded points quickly, but sort of got ourselves back into the game there. At 12-6 at half time, I would have been really happy. So that try just before half time was disappointing, but I felt if we had got out of the blocks well in the second half and got some points early, again, it would have tightened the contest up and put us back in it, and we sort of blew that chance with Feldy. Had he picked that up and we got points there, again, I think that would have got us a bit of confidence and got us back into the game.
But as far as next week goes, where do you place it? Do you get Jason back, and how many changes can you make going into next week?
I'm not, I'm a bit limited in the options I have at the moment, given the injury list we have. So there's not too many options there, but hopefully Jason will be back next week.
Is it just one of those seasons that there's been so many injuries and you just can't get the results?
Look, I think up until probably last week's loss, despite all that, we're probably still in the hunt. So this year, the way it's gone so far, there's been a number of different things. Some years you have disappointing results because of injuries. Sometimes it's other reasons, but we've had a little bit of everything this year. And as I said, up until last week, we're probably still in the hunt. There was a few games there. I've said it plenty of times. I'm not saying it as an excuse. Every club's got those if-only games, but we had some really, really narrow losses. So from that point of view, despite how the year's panned out, as I said, we're still in the hunt. But today was really, really disappointing, particularly that last 20 minutes. It's hard to defend that.
How do you sort of approach the last 3 weeks of the season? Obviously out, and then after a result like that, what do you try and get the players to get out of these next 3 weeks?
Well, it's important we finish the season on a positive note, and I think it's more about how we play. We don't want to see, certainly not the way that game ended today. That's not who we are or who we want to be. Was today, so it was disappointing, but by the same token, unacceptable. There were a couple of things there. You can take mistakes or errors, or that's going to happen at different times. But when there seems to be a lack of effort at different times, that's when that's hard to probably accept.
Is that a concern? I guess it's something that comes with the position you're in. Where I guess you haven't got points or results to play for, or finals to play for. Is that something you sort of fear becomes a habit at the back end of games? No,
well, you don't want it. You don't want that to be what happens every week, and so far it hasn't been. We've put ourselves in the contest despite not having anywhere near our best team out there each week. But today we just as I said, it was that last 20 minutes in particular was unacceptable, and I think there's a bit more. I would like to think there's a bit more pride in the jersey and also respect for some blokes that probably will finish up this year. So I'd like to see, the respect just of what they've done for the club over the years. So I'd like to see that for the rest of the year, definitely. And if we get that, I think, as I said, we'll probably be in the contest most times. But that wasn't the case today, and it was unacceptable.
I know we briefly mentioned the Jason injury, but how is he going? How bad is the injury, and can we see him back soon, do you think?
Look, there's no certainty, but whether or not Jason played, obviously a guy like Jason probably gives guys around him a bit of confidence, but some of the efforts there today, it wouldn't have mattered whether Jason played or not. Hopefully he's back. It's one of those injuries that can vary. It can be either short term or out for a while. So we just got to see how he's going. So I don't know at this stage.
Danny, you mentioned players leaving. I'm sure you're talking about guys like Matt Scott. Hard for players, teammates to look at him after a game like that, knowing there's only 3 left for him in the NRL.
I'd like to think so. And I think seeing what he puts himself through each week to get on the paddock now, that some people need to have a good hard look at themselves about and there's a great example. You only got to look at him at what he's doing for the club and what he's done for the club over the years too. So that should be motivation enough to not play the way we played this afternoon.
No other injuries out of today?
Jordan Carr, who maybe you might have done his eye socket again. So he just come back from that. So we'll check that out. But again, tough effort from him to finish the game. It happened just before half time, I think. But there was no question about him coming off. So that was tough. And I think Jordan McLean got through well. So he should be right. We pulled him off there at the last little bit just because there was no. That's when he'd be at risk if he was going to tear his calf again. So we're going to make sure he's right for next week. Outside of that, I think we're okay.